This content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If
Oh.
you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no
a
one.
second.
Oh, no.
We return to our planet. The High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. I'd buy that for $1.
Let me tell you guys, it gets no better than this. Greetings! You're watching SeptumSin versus the World, and this time we're at the unusual Christmas Chronicles, and we're ending our week on a banger. We did 2 films from Steve Rudzinski, and we're doing 2 short films from John Ward. Our second short film is AxeMas 2 Bloodslay.
Now that's some Amityville haberdashery right there.
Now, this particular has lots of special features, all loaded on the disc. Something very enjoyable. This is about a continuation. For those of you who enjoyed the original AxeMas, you get to see the final girl who survived, but yet she's dragged back as the family that kills on Christmas. They are not done with her. No, they're not done. They want revenge.
No soup for you!
And we have an even more dangerous Santa Road murderer and accomplished this time. Can she leave? Can she survive? And will those caught in between manage to live through the Santa slaughter? So, let's talk about the plot here. The writing is pretty well done. Again, it's a standard slasher movie, but we're talking a 30-minute short film. You're not going to need to get in depth. There are some twists and turns, but there's not a huge amount. Just enough to throw out that there is a plot here, something to get to the killing, and we get right to the killing, and it is glorious.
Let's get dangerous.
Now, to me, I think that any slasher movie, yes, the action is great, you need a good story around it, but when you've got a short film, getting to the action is all there is that you need. And boy, howdy do they do that. They have a decent enough body count, and I really love how they go about it. The characters are well acted. I really did enjoy the performances. I think that this particular Santa Claus is even more intimidating than the original. I think that the entirety of this, it is just epically brutal when it comes to this sort of thing. If you like slashers and you like Christmas slashers, you're going to love these films. Watch them back to back. It's still not even the length of a full movie, and you're still getting some really good entertainment. As far as production value, I mean, the kills in this are pretty impressive. I feel like there's some epicness to it. I mean, the guy stabs a person in the beginning with a Christmas tree. It is probably one of my favorite slasher kills as far as things go in the entirety of slasher films. It's right up there with Death of Lantern, where they kill the guy with a freaking candle. This one is just, it's great. You've got to see it to understand it.
Just a flesh wound.
I love the Santa costume on this one. There's something just, I don't know what it is, but there is something quite cool about it. The storage units used in both movies, again, a very solitary, very creepy place. It needs to be used in more films. I really do think it does a good job. the maze, the winding corridors. It's just a great place for an epic hunt and chase. And again, the gore effects, I swear they keep getting better. I really do think that this filmmaker has a lot of cool things in store for us in the future when they come to AxeMas films. I love it. I loved all of them so far, and for those of you looking for a nice little bit of holiday cheer, a little AxeMas can go a long way.
In a good way.
Of course, finally, we got the music. Music is decent. I think that it already hits. We've got some kind of darker versions of your holiday music, and again, it fits the theme quite well. Overall, this is a nice little slashy good time. If you are not one that is into that sort of thing, then don't watch it. But if you are somebody who likes slashers and likes Christmas, you could do a lot worse than the AxeMas movies. Well, we're done with this week, but let's see each other next week when we talk about some more interesting stuff. Steve Rudzinski comes in for another bow, and we're going to check in and see what else is on.